Welcome to the lair of the Spin Assassin. Today we're talking about the advanced polls and what a blowout they have been in the Alberta election. The advanced polls are now closed and they were record-breaking. The turnout has been 3 to 4 times the turnout of advanced polls in the previous election. Day 1 had a whopping 140,000 votes. It's like releasing the valve on a pressure cooker. That was a Tuesday. Day 2 had 135,000 votes. By day 3, 400,000 early ballots had been cast. It's now Sunday, but I believe the last day of polling brought in at least 200,000 votes. 700,000 votes total have been cast in early voting. That is incredible. That is 3.5 times the 200,000 that were cast early in the 2015 election. Now, if you look at some of the articles from the mainstream media, not a single journalist tries to interpret the result. Results from the advanced polls will be known, however, so it's easy to see why some of them wouldn't want to risk their reputation on a guess. It's ironic to me that being outside the journalistic profession frees me to provide analysis that real journalists would shy away from. Not being a journalist, I have no such dilemma. I'm not afraid to say what everyone is already thinking. The advanced polls reflect frustration felt by most Albertans with the NDP government. These record poll numbers aren't just the number of people who can't make it out to vote on election day. These are people who simply cannot wait to get their vote recorded. These voters are frantic to remove the epic disaster that befell their province known as the NDP. These are predominantly UCP voters. As a rule, high turnout advanced polls do not favor the incumbent. A low turnout favors the incumbent. There's no urgency to vote in that case. The voter already has the government they want, so they put it off to the actual election day. A similar dynamic applies in by-elections. In a state where the ruling party is widely despised, such as the Trudeau government, any chance to rebuke the idiots in power will draw out more voters than the average general election. This was my own experience in this Alberta provincial election. I voted on the second day. The entire previous day, I felt like I had ants in my pants. The means to depose Rachel Notley's terrible, inept, and misguided government were finally available. What if I fell into a coma? I thought, in a bout of paranoia. What if I missed this chance to vote out the socialists that I had waited years to fulfill? I could barely sit still, knowing it was possible to cast my vote, cast them out, once and for all. What a relief I felt when it was done. That's the theme of this whole election. Get rid of this horrific government. Get it off our back. We can't stand it any longer. That's what all those early voters are feeling. They are compelled and propelled to the polls to get their vote in at the earliest convenience. They want to put an end to the ideologically inspired mistakes and outright attacks on the people of this province and their livelihood. That's what drives these exceptionally high turnouts for the early vote. Thanks for joining me today, viewers. That's all I got to say on that. Please hit the subscribe button on YouTube. It helps the channel out immensely, and it will ensure that you get more of this type of program. Also, kindly follow me on Twitter. I am the Spin Assassin. If you want more, then take a look at my blog. It's part of the Blogging Tories and linked in the description of this video. Send me a message if you can't find it, or if you just have a comment, I'm eager to hear it. Take care and don't miss your vote.